So I think Alex Hormozy actually has a pretty interesting perspective on this. He's like, if you're so focused on your morning routine and your entire success of your day predicates on just a morning routine, then with that logic, then if you don't do your morning routine, your day's toast.
So what is your top secret to, or top habit that you're practicing? What does your morning routine look like? What's your evening routine look like? How are you staying, centered on your values and staying encouraged to charge forward to reach even higher heights?
So like, what are my habits and routines that help me maintain, or how am I changing my habits and routines to move to the next level?
Both.
Okay. So I'll answer that in two parts. So the habits and routines that I have today, and this is just like very me specific. So it's like, yeah, I have a morning routine. But I'm human, and sometimes I get up and I scroll on my phone even if I shouldn't. So I think Alex Hormozy actually has a pretty interesting perspective on this. He's like, if you're so focused on your morning routine and your entire success of your day predicates on just a morning routine, then with that logic, then if you don't do your morning routine, your day's toast. And so it's like, I think a morning routine is a great, nice to have, and I think everyone should do one. But your success and your happiness shouldn't be purely predicated off of that. But for me, I try to be intentional about it. 80% of the time it works, and I don't take calls before noon. So all morning is my creation time. So it's when I'm consuming content, producing content, and working on my book, working on anything that I need to work on creatively. And then the afternoon is when I have my calls and do my podcast episodes. So that's what I do today. And then for my next goals and for my next, level of life, I ask myself, what does the 8-figure version of Brian Luebben look like? What does that guy do? And I try to have a conversation with that guy in my head. And I'm like, okay, like, would I be stressed out about this chargeback? Like, would I be thinking about this? Would I be thinking about this part of my business? Or like, would I be concerned with hiring and delegation and team? And I'm like, okay, that the $20 million version of Brian, as opposed to the 2 million version of Brian, is like, that guy's thinking about, okay, how do I collect people? Like, what person in the world is going to be the best person in the world to run this part of my business? So it's like right now, it's all org chart stuff. So right now I'm like, okay, what are my zones of genius, and what parts can I delegate out to other people and bring other people into my world and have a vision that's large enough for my business that I attract other people to where my vision is so large that they can fulfill their life's vision within mine. And so it's like a constant strengthening process of my vision to make it bigger and bigger and bigger, to where I can attract somebody that wants to make millions of dollars, and they would happily work for me because they want to, not because they have to. So it's like, and my vision for my company, my 3-year vision is like, I want every single person on my team to be financially free, so that they're working for me because they want to, not because they have to. So they're all included as like, they're going to all have like very secure first positions in my investments and whatever I do. And they have access to all the training and mentorship. So that's very important to me. And so for that, like, I need to operate my business at a certain level. And I also want to help 1 million people leave corporate jobs by December 31st, 2025. So that requires scale and marketing and advertising. So right now I hired the best in the world at that. I just spent $20,000 for a YouTube guy for 6 months, and that's what it takes. So that's what I do.